This thing's really slow. I didn't see no count. So it's on, Julia.
It's on?
Yeah, but
I'm
there's no
on?
count. Yeah.
Hello, everybody. Am I on? Look on your phone.
You're
It's on
on.
the Martin County Difference.
You're on, but you're in the dark.
I'm in the dark. Hi, everybody. It's Wednesday night. So if you go to the Martin County Difference page.
I'm going to move it in closer here, so it's going to move a little bit.
All right.
Frank doesn't mind.
We don't mind.
It's so dark. Oh, my God.
Oh, okay, turn the volume down. Okay, welcome to Facebook Live.
The views and opinions on this program are not necessarily those of WSTU Digital 1450. The opinions expressed are those of the program hosts and guests. WSTU does not endorse products that may be mentioned. Any reproduction or retransmission of this broadcast is strictly prohibited without written consent of WSTU.
Fuzzy.
It's time now for the Martin County Difference with your host, dancing realtor Julia Sansevere.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Martin County Difference. We're coming to you live from downtown Stuart. It's Wednesday, November 15th, 2017. I'm Julia Sansevere, your host, and I'm a realtor with Coldwell Banker here in the Treasure Coast. In fact, as she says, I'm your dancing realtor because I will dance you to the closing table in record time using my market expertise and knowledge. And you can find me via my website. It's juliasansevere.com, or my Facebook page, Julia Sansevere, Florida Waterfront Specialist. And you can, of course, tune into the Martin County Difference anytime. And I might be a little fuzzy tonight. We've got some issues with the internet because it's raining. You know, if it rains in Stuart, you lose the internet. and it's cloudy out and it's dark, so the internet can't find us.
The lights went out in the studio.
The lights went out in the studio. Oh, my goodness. But my number, if you want to call me, is 772-919-1385. My office is in my car, typically, but we're also located at Coldwell Banker right here on US 1 in Stuart, about Monterey. And check out my listings and articles. I have got the perfect place for you. If you've got horses and yachts, oh my goodness, it is so gorgeous. I had my office go out there with us today. They were oohing and awing. It is ocean access. It's 5 full acres. It's a very large home, about 6 bedrooms and 5 bathrooms, 5.5 bathrooms, and a big barn with a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom, 2-story guest house. All rebuilt, completely renovated. They gutted it and just rebuilt it from scratch. Beautiful floors, impact glass windows, a metal roof. Everything they built, they matched. So the little pool house, the little boat house, everything has a metal roof and impact glass. It's incredible. And it makes a great hurricane hole. In fact, that's what they did. They had a 72-foot Choi Lee there, and they invited their friends to come and put their boats there during the hurricane. And it was perfect. They've got 2 slips for up to 90 feet because they've got a cut in. So it's a real boat base in there. Yeah, so you can have 2 90-foot slips. And then they have a total of 4 slips, and the other 2 are for like a 40-foot boat, a 20-foot boat. And it's just gorgeous. But they even have a dumbwaiter. And I told all the men, come look at the dumbwaiter. And they're like, are you talking to me? Like,
you talking to me?
You're talking to me? Well, I wasn't, but it was a funny moment. But it is gorgeous. And all of that with just for $2 million.
Ah.
That's a deal.
Mere
Frank's going to take it right now.
Yeah, Frank, you want it?
Sign
it's
the
yours.
yeah.
Sign it.
Sign 'em
Okay.
up.
Well, you know, $2 million would not get you the barn with the guest house if it was in Wellington.
Right.
So this is where you can have horses. You can have up to 5 horses, and you can have cows. So it's good, and you get the agricultural exemption.
Chickens?
Chickens.
No chickens.
No chickens.
No
No
chickens?
chickens. Just cows and horses.
Isn't that-
Sorry.
isn't
Oh, I'm sorry. I wanted chickens.
I know that
somehow.
lets you out, right?
Yeah, I gotta have the chickens. I mean, I want to have fresh eggs in the morning.
Not even a rooster?
Right, not even a rooster, no. But I want to thank everybody for joining us tonight. Heather Saunders is on. I see you, Heather, and she's already on my case because my guest tonight is all about running, and I run away from running. But I just want to say another real estate tip I've got. We've got Thanksgiving coming, and it's time to entertain. And so, you know, it's very easy. There are just 7 tips to having your house all nice and tidy and ready to go when you have guests come over. First thing is decluttering. And the easiest thing to do, something that nobody sees, but is that drawer with all the plastic, you know, Tupperware stuff.
Yeah.
Take it all out. Put it on the counter. match up the tops, throw anything away that doesn't fit, and then you just have a finite amount to put back, and it just makes you feel better. Okay, so now that that's done, clean the bathroom, because that's where the people are going to, especially your guest bathroom.
Right.
If you've got time to at least clean one room, that would be the one I would want. I
Right.
don't want people going and having an icky, yucky.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So they can handle a little dust and all this stuff, but you want to have all the toilet wiped down, the sink, restack the toilet paper in there and all that. Put out a fresh hand towel, something festive, and then light a candle right before everybody arrives.
Yes.
That's always nice, those fresh candles.
I've heard of sometimes baking bread too.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's when you serve them dinner. You're going to have the bread and the apple pie going.
That's a bake.
But this isn't for selling the house. This is for having people over.
All right.
And you want to run the vacuum real quickly in the rooms where the guests will be. So that's the second thing. And you want to wipe down the kitchen countertops.
Right.
Right. And sweep the kitchen floor. Ours gets lots of stuff on it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Then you want to straighten out things and just dust and make sure the pillows are fluffed up on the couch. And focus on clearing away things off the counter. So declutter. Take all the electronics and take them, just put them under the cabinets where you don't normally have them. So we had a party recently and we did that. What a difference it makes. It just looks like you have a really clean house.
Right. Yeah.
It's amazing.
Right.
And then you want to adjust the lighting. Well, it's like right here, so turn off the overhead lights. If we had lamps in here, we could do it. We could show you how to
that's
do it.
right. Well, we've got
And
borderline
soft candles. Yeah.
mood lighting
This is
going
borderline
on.
mood lighting,
Yes,
exactly.
yeah.
Yes. So you want to turn off the overhead lights and turn on the lamps.
Yeah.
And then light some candles again, so
Right.
we're all in the room. And the other thing is if you want to keep the heat down, they have those nice little battery operated candles. So no fire, nothing. Yeah.
Exactly.
But the candles help draw your eye away from the places that aren't so clean. So.
All right.
Then we don't need this so much in Florida, clearing a place for coats and bags. But
That's
bags, people bring bags with them.
Yeah. Always
So,
a bedroom, pick a bed.
A bedroom,
Yes.
exactly.
Mhm.
Make up that bed at least.
Right.
So they walk in there and they're like, oh, I'm not going to put my coat inside your bed.
Right.
Put it on top. And they can drop their stuff there. And then last but not least, put on some music.
Yeah.
And music is just the best thing to soothe the nerves and, some nice, not rock and roll, but
Right.
yeah. And then open the door when the doorbell rings and say, Happy Thanksgiving.
There it is.
Glad
Yeah.
to have you here. And I'm excited because we're going to have a show next week.
Yes.
And that'll be Wednesday before Thanksgiving. So while you're cooking your turkey and getting ready and basting things, we'll be on the air here from 7 to 8. And I've got some Junior League friends coming next week, I think. We just got them booked. I got my booking agent over there. Andrea's our next guest. But it was so wonderful this past weekend. I just got to touch on Veterans Day.
Yes.
Did you see a lot of the things on TV? Where,
Yes.
oh my goodness, my heart was pity-pat. I love my veterans.
Yeah.
And
As a country, I think we really do
Yeah.
Veterans Day right. I mean,
I
yeah.
like to think so.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. And to some people it's all about a sale going on at Macy's or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's really about
No.
the people, the men
Yeah.
and the women who served our country. And I want to thank the people that I know, the Wilsons and the Zooks, that they are Gold Star families,
Yeah.
and they've given the ultimate in sacrifice. So, and Karen was here recently. So
Yeah, she was.
yeah, and what we did at the Women's Club of Stewart, you said, well, why am I dressed tonight? I said, well, I went to the Women's Club of Stewart today. I love that place. Yeah, lots of nice women doing good things for our community. And that's what this show is all about, doing good things. So in honor of our veterans, we had a big clothing drive. We had so much stuff brought in, just men's and women's and children's clothing and shoes, books and things like that. It was Mona Salisbury's idea. I'm the chair of the Public Issues Committee. So it was my job to get the word out, and we had a good committee meeting. Everybody got the word out, and we got all these bags, umpteen bags, we must have had 100 bags of stuff. About 90 people came today to the lunch.
Right.
Everybody brought something, and we ended up with 3 carloads, stuffed to the top, to the ceiling, in the back seat, the trunks, 3 of us women. And I want to give a shout out to Lisa Pinkley and Dinah Carroll, who helped me get all that stuff moved out of there. And Susan Banks got a photo of it, so you'll see that on Facebook later. It was unbelievable, the generosity and everybody, cleaning out their closets, and it was all good stuff. Somebody even brought a flat screen TV.
Wow.
I know, so that's just great. But, I just want to help make a difference here,
Yeah.
and that's what the show's all about. You've heard me say that. And I just want to give a shout out to Starstruck Theater. I went there this past Saturday night, Veterans Day, to see Cats. My husband and I went.
Right.
It was amazing. And a couple of weeks ago, before the show, I broadcast live from there. You remember that,
was
Frank?
so much fun.
It was so much fun.
All
We're
right.
going to do it again in December. But it was a live remote, and it made me excited to see the show. So we went, we got tickets, and we were lucky we got them because they sold out, and they didn't have any performances left with seats. So they added a performance on Sunday night. They had such a long waiting list and so many people clamoring for tickets. So I hope that the show helped that, because we did a backstage tour.
Yes.
And they're in dire need of everybody out there listening to go to their website at starstruckfl.org. The building they're in on Canner Highway, their lease is expiring in February, and they will be kicked out of the building.
Yeah, TikTok. Yeah.
TikTok, the
Right.
clock is going. So
Right.
we need to raise this money. They need about $3 million, a little over 2. It's probably 2.5 to 3 million, because they want to do other things like build classrooms. But they have 1.25 so far. We have a ways to go. They made a good amount of money this past weekend, which was good from everybody attending. But you can go online anytime and donate and spread the word. Go to their website, starstruckfl.org. Go to their website. That's the website. Go to their Facebook page too, which is Starstruck Performing Arts. And it's just a most amazing thing that we have here. Yes, it's children's theater, but these are young adults.
Yeah.
They are so awesome. I was so amazed and impressed when I went there that week for the show. Got to watch them performing in a dance class, sitting around in a circle in acting class. And the cool thing is, not only if we could get them to stay in the building, they have, scenery, props, costumes, all this in the backstage area that you don't see from out front. They're 200-seat theater, but what they want to do is have a place to expand these things and also have classrooms so they can teach
Right.
more kids. Because what they're learning is not just about acting and singing and dancing. They're learning to be leaders in our community. They're learning really good skills about playing on a team, learning their part, memorizing things. So when they give a speech later in life, when they become president or whatever, so
Yeah.
it's going to all be about that. But they also want to have plans for this to be a part of STEAM, S-T-E-A-M. And for those of you out there who know about that, science, technology, engineering, arts, and math. That for Martin County, this would be simply amazing. It would be a place to get behind our kids who are kids today, who are going to be the adults of tomorrow.
Leaders of tomorrow.
Leaders of
Yes,
tomorrow,
right.
absolutely. So please donate today. Tell all your friends about it. Go to starstruckfl.org. No amount is too small. When it all adds up, it becomes something. So, and Annie is their next show. And they do these shows, they work on them, and some of these kids are in multiple productions, right? So they're studying and learning lines. So I likened it to multitasking. When we get to be older, you learn how to do this in balance. So
Right.
they learn so many good skills. And like for real estate, I'm balancing different transactions. I've got different clients, buyers and sellers. You need those skills in order to talk to people and work with them.
Right.
And, keep it all balanced. So the most fun though was going out to dinner to Bonefish after with some of the kids and their parents, and Peter and Jennifer Jones, the very talented founding producers and directors. I call them the dynamic duo.
Right.
And Karen Leone, she is a songbird and very fine actress in her own right. She is their new director of community outreach, and she led the backstage tour. And
She was so much fun.
Was she so
Yeah,
good?
yeah.
And she's a natural. And
Right.
I think she's got to be. She could be a Broadway star.
I think so.
I think so. Anyway, she's our Broadway star here, and she has found a wonderful home, and she's doing great things to get the word out there. And so December 6th, stay tuned. We're going to be back at Starstruck Live. It was so much fun. It'll be on the radio. We did that through Skype. We've learned our technology along the way. It's amazing.
Yes.
And it'll be on Facebook Live. So my husband and I just had a blast. I mean, it was like living in New York City all over again and being involved in the theater and going out to dinner afterward and, 46th Street. And it was just great.
So you
but-
just have to rename a few roads and you're all set.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's
okay.
right. Theater Row, Restaurant Row. But going to that show, it's a family there. Going to the theater and going backstage and seeing the kids. And Peter and Jennifer are so kind
They are.
and sensitive, and they are a family. The theater is a family in itself. What they've created is an amazing situation for family. And these kids, some of them, this is their second home. They don't go anywhere else besides their other home to go to sleep. And they've been there for years. and they're there 5 days a week, and they're making friends for life. And one person said he gets to be himself. And that was so neat to hear that.
Yeah.
You know, it's like you can be who you are.
Right, your individuality is respected.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And explored
Yeah.
and desired.
Yeah.
You know, and so that was really, really, really good.
Yeah.
That was so good. So starstruckfl.org, donate today, and you'll be happy you did. And then go to their shows. Hi, Cindy Cooper. Hi, and Julie Jones. How are you? Julie Vittori. Hi. So, and Lee England, hi. That's my Junior League friends. And so we're going to have Junior League on next week. And hi, Gail Ryan. She says, watching me. Baby cakes. I love it. So everybody go and help Starstruck stay in their home. We love them. And we're going to go see Annie. Well, at least I am. I think that my husband said he heard tomorrow enough times. We have a friend in New York whose daughter was in Annie. And she would always sing, and the sun will come out tomorrow. And we was like, enough. But I love it, and
Yes.
it's adorable. And so go get tickets, because they will sell out. Don't get your tickets before I get my tickets, though, but I'm going to get mine. The funniest thing is, I know the person at the box office. I was texting her while I was somewhere. I'm like, don't sell the tickets. I'm getting 2 tickets, and I texted her everything. So Heather, thank you. And Heather Radwin's, and she was our camera operator when we went there, because my husband got the night off. And we went to Starstruck. It was great. So that was really, really, really cool. And so that's my big plea for tonight. Starstruck needs our help. Come on, community. Martin County, you can do it. And if you can hear my voice out there beyond, because you're on Facebook, beyond Martin County, this is a great cause. We need to save the arts in our communities for our kids, because art is, it's everything. I think it really, it's the glue that holds everything together. You know, you might be really smart in numbers, but the arts really gives you that softer side and helps you. So, back to the show at hand. It's my honor and pleasure to introduce my guest tonight, Andrea McAvoy. Come on in, Andrea. She is a full-time mom. She married her high school sweetheart from Norristown, Pennsylvania, and they moved here 11 years ago from Philly. She and her husband have 2 sons, 6 and 8 years old. And I met Andrea through the Junior League of Martin County, and she's been a part of the league for 3 years, and that's what, and part of the Jensen Beach Community Playground, which we're talking about tonight, the last 4 years, and this is the 4th annual Race for the Playground that's coming up that we're talking about. It's coming up on November 18th. It's a 5K, a 10K, and a 1-mile fun run. So hello, Andrea.
Hello, Julia.
Okay, and you shocked me out in the green room because you said you went on this long, long overnight run. How many miles was it?
It was a 193-mile relay from Malvern Beach to South Beach.
And, like, why?
Because I don't know if you know this about runners. We're crazy.
I'm getting that.
Wow.
And I said,
that's about a 200-mile jaunt.
And you didn't shower.
And Julie, don't forget
you
to tell
sleep?
people we're in the dark because the lights blew out in the control here, so excuse us that we're all.
Okay, we're in the dark,
dark.
so I don't know if you can hear my husband Richard, but we're in the dark. Hope you can see us. We are on the Martin County Difference tonight, and we had a little light blowout before we got here. So, unfortunately, I'm going to turn this way so you can see me. Hi, everybody. But we're backlit, so.
Yeah.
But thanks for joining us. And Andrea McAvoy is my guest tonight, and thank you, Richard, for pointing that out to everybody. And so what we're doing tonight is talking about her fun event, and go ahead and tell us about that and how you got involved.
So when we first moved here, when we first started having kids, I wanted to be involved in the school. And before my kids even hit school, I heard about this project that they PTA at Jensen Beach were doing. My good friend Denise Faraday, who couldn't be here tonight, it's her birthday. I won't tell you how old. And happy birthday. And then Jill Richardson are the 2 ladies that spearheaded this project to begin with. Denise went to Jensen Beach Elementary School years ago, and she played on the same playground that her kids were playing on. The same exact stuff.
Oh, wow. And tell us where that is for people who don't know.
So it's Jensen Beach Elementary School.
Right, okay.
In the back, it is also Martin County Parks and Rec's playground also. They own the land and the school owns the playground.
Cool.
So they spearheaded this big project. When I say big project, we're talking nobody thought that they could do it.
Wow.
It was going to be over $300,000 that they had to raise within 1 year. So they got a company called Leathers, which is in West Palm Beach. And Leathers is a company that really designs the playgrounds based on what the children want. So they have a designer come in and they have a big design day, and they go into the classrooms and they ask the kids exactly what they wanted. What kind of slides, what kind of swings, like all kinds of things that they wanted. And then the next day they came with this big playground and they unveiled it, and then that was a playground that the kids got to design and the parents had to raise the money for. So they started all these little fundraising projects, like hand tiles that you could see there on the big wall at the playground. We did bricks and wooden planks and stuff like that. And then we got a phone call from one of the county commissioners and said that, hey, you come this day with a bunch of kids and a bunch of parents, we're pretty much sure we're going to give you $151,000.
Ooh.
So we showed up in full force. There was probably about 50, 60 of us all there with our posters and going up and pleading with them. And the county commissioners gave us the rest of the money for the program.
That's good news. That's
It was
a good thing.
amazing.
The commissioners did.
It was so amazing. And
Thank you, commissioners.
Exactly. Thank you. It would have never been done. Or
Yeah.
we would still probably be fundraising.
Yeah.
So with that being said, we as a committee had to find the people to build the playground. So the Leathers was in charge of the design and telling us where to get the equipment and stuff like that. But we as a community were in charge of building the playground.
Wow.
So
this is what I love.
Yeah,
This
so
is great.
we were out there for probably well over a month by from start to finish, digging holes, cementing, building, hammering, nails, drilling, 12-hour days in the rain for over a month to get the playground finished.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's dedication.
Yeah. And so now what we have to do as part of our agreement is the Jensen Beach Playground Committee is responsible for the playground.
Okay.
So we have a, what's it called, a warranty on the playground. But after the warranty's over, we're in charge of replacing all the equipment that's broken. Any kind of equipment that
So that
slide.
So an ongoing.
So that means an ongoing fundraiser.
Maintenance.
Ongoing. So
Yeah.
that's what
Okay.
this playground race does for us, is to help maintain funds in our account, so that way if something were to happen. Well, we have been very fortunate because we have the warranty that we've been able to save, and with the help of Martin County Parks and Rec, we got sunshades put in with the last 3 races.
Yeah, that's one of the things you said on here, on the flyer.
Yep, so we were able to do that. It's so much better. It's like 1,000 degrees cooler now.
Yeah.
Those poor babies don't sunburn anymore.
Yeah.
So now we're just kind of replenishing our funds to make sure that we're able to upkeep, with future plans we have, like we want to put in pavilions and water fountains and extra picnic tables and stuff like that to kind of make it more of a area
User
for
friendly.
Yeah,
family
Very
friendly.
family friendly,
Exactly.
user friendly, yeah. Because you do need shade from the sun here in Florida.
It's very hot.
It can be very wicked hot. Yes. And so, how come you ended up moving to Martin County? What was the impetus?
My husband went to an all-boys trade school,
Okay.
and his trade was in management skills in carpentry, and the power plant of Pinot came up and hired a bunch of guys from there.
No kidding.
Yeah, so
And-
that's how we ended up here.
And he says he's the high school sweetheart. He's on.
Yes.
Hi, Bradford. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, Bradford.
Yeah,
Thanks
it was
for
only
joining.
3 years ago, high school, so.
Lovely.
Oh yeah, like me.
Very good.
Yeah. So, your family is very important to you,
Yes.
as I can see. And what are your boys' names?
Bradford, he's the third.
Okay.
Very easy, can't forget. And then Colton.
And did they help when the building came around? It's time to build?
They did. They helped dig holes.
Oh.
And they helped move the dirt.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah.
And are they taking part in running?
They will be, yes. The Mile Fun Run is just right up their alley. Anything over that, they're apparently
Yeah.
too tired to walk.
Heather
Wow.
Saunders, the mile is about right up my alley too. Heather and I were in this body back class for 8
Okay.
weeks
Oh.
with Marion Cavavit. Thanks, Marion, for whipping us into shape. I was at level 1. Everybody else is at level 2. I'm like, when I come back, maybe I'll be at level 1.25. I don't know. But the first day she had us run a mile, my shins got so, ouch, shin splints. And that was right before the hurricane, right before Irma. So I was hobbling around in my house.
Oh no.
I couldn't walk. So I was like, I'm not running anymore.
No.
I'm going to do the walking real fast. But that's about it. So then, but I did get in shape. It was good. So, but running is good for you. But my knees don't like it so much. How are your knees holding up?
I have been running for over 5 years now, so I think that I have a pretty good training regimen.
Your condition.
That, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's still hard and it really sucks. But
I like that honesty.
But I think that I could listen to my body when, that it's done, it needs rest or slow down or something like that.
That's
so
good.
I've learned that.
Well, that's good. Hi, Kenya Reinhardt. Thanks for joining us tonight. Aw. And Andrea said hi to her friend Megan, who's on.
Yes.
And Jill Hester Richardson.
She's the one of the most amazing women that I know.
Let's talk about her. What's amazing?
She is one of those ladies that gets the job done.
Okay. Well, I think that's like you.
Yeah. I learned from her, believe me. Her and Denise Faraday are the two ladies that I look up to.
Oh.
They've actually helped me kind of become the leader that I am and that I want to be. So I equate their teachings of how to be a leader to them. Absolutely.
Well, that's wonderful. Well, this is what it takes is, regular people just stepping up and taking on the challenge. And this is not an easy task to put on a big race. Who are some of your sponsors?
Oh yes, I have my list here.
Good. Let's get out the list.
So
Let's give a
actually,
tribute.
I see Misty Moody's on here. She's one of our amazing sponsors for the last 4 years.
And she was in Dancing with the Martin Stars this
yes,
past year.
I know. I was very excited.
Geico lady.
Yeah, the Geico lady.
The Geico lady.
She's amazing.
Hi, Misty.
So we have the Martin County Firefighters.
Okay.
Atlantic Tire. These are $1,000 sponsors.
Oh, wow.
AC Doctors. And then Judy Vinny, she's just some sweet lady who just fell in love with our playground and just loves to help us out. Actually what happened is actually really sweet. We had the kids write letters out to the community telling that we were building the playground and we would like donations or whatever they could do.
Right.
And she was one of them, and she has been stuck by our side ever since. Sweetest thing. So
well, let's give her a real big shout out.
Amazing. She's so great. And then our $500 sponsors are Lively, orthopedics, orthodontics, Geico, Elite Payroll, Center State Bank, Frank Sawaski, which let me give a shout out to them. She's amazing. Joy. She came and built the playground with us for 2 weeks. Like chopped off the top of her finger in one of the saws, and still came back the next day.
Whoa!
Amazing.
Just put a Band-Aid on it and back at it.
Really, just put a Band-Aid on it.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh!
Then we have Turk's Advanced Dental.
Yeah.
Stewart Pediatric Dentistry, Ryan Baum Painting, Thrivent Financial, David Baum Construction, Coastal Animal Hospital, Cinco de Mayo, Jen's Beach Plumbing, Snook Nook, Orange Theory, and Conky Joe's.
Wow.
And those are just, we have so much more. We have done this, we are so fortunate. Our sponsors are just truly amazing. They come back every year. They even ask. We actually took a year off, like a whole school year off, just because we wanted to kind of change. We normally have it in March, but we wanted to change it to November. So we kind of took a year off, and the sponsors were like, oh, are you having your race? We're like, oh no, we're having it. Wait till November.
Oh my gosh.
So
yeah, better time.
Yeah, better timing.
Not as hot.
Not as hot, and then March, it's the beginning of race season.
Yeah.
So there's a race every weekend.
Yeah, yeah. Well, is it going to rain? What do you think?
No.
I don't think so.
No.
Rain or shine, though.
Yeah, come on out.
Come on out.
And where does it start and when?
Okay, so it starts at Jensen Beach Elementary School in the front parking lot.
And give everybody the address. Where is that?
Oh, I don't even know the address.
Okay, well, to the
Denise,
street.
give me the address.
Denise, quick.
I know. Or Alice, give me your address of the school. She's on there right now. Hi, Alice. I should know. Isn't that terrible? It's on Savannah Road.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, Savannah Road, next to the post office. Oh, I'm terrible.
The post office,
I'm there like every day, too.
Well, you know how to get there.
I
That's
do,
all
isn't that
counts.
yay?
Right.
And then we have a 10K, which is a 6-mile run. And then we have a
Not for me.
No. And then we have a 5K, which is a 3-mile run.
Still not for me.
And
You could do a walk run.
yes.
Yeah, that's what it would be.
Yeah.
And that would be at the 1 mile fun run because
Okay.
I would be walking most of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so
I
they,
don't like to break a sweat.
in Florida, you do that walking to your car.
That's right. And I don't like that. That's what air conditioning was invented for.
Thank you, Alice. It's 2525 Northeast Savannah Road.
Awesome. See, the listeners are listening.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Nope.
Facebook listeners.
So it starts at the school, then it goes through Pinecrest Lakes.
Okay.
Very nice, little scenic. We had to change a few little things about the route because of the hurricane, and because they're doing like major construction in there. Like, I don't know what they're doing. I don't live in there, so.
Okay.
But I know that we had to change the route a little bit, but it's still running through the neighborhood. And then it runs out to Jensen Beach Boulevard,
Okay.
down Green River Parkway, and then back out.
Awesome. And what time do things get started?
7 o'clock. Well, if you have,
Another reason I won't be there.
I know, it's so early. I know.
So early on
I
a
know.
Saturday. I'm
I know.
sorry. I mean, I get up and stuff, but 7 is when I have my coffee.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm going to be the MC for the race again, the Treasure Coast Marathon.
Awesome.
So that's the one time I get up.
You were amazing.
Oh, you were there.
I was. I
yeah,
ran.
that's
I
right.
ran with,
I saw you. You came up and said hi.
Yeah, we did with our
The relay.
Yeah, Janelle Summers. They were on our
Yes,
team,
yes.
and Brittany Holdy. Yeah, we
Yes,
were all on the
yes.
team. We were all on the team. Yeah. So we'll be running that again this year. It's a lot of fun.
It is a lot of fun, and they do a good job. And
Yeah.
that's something that brings runners from around the world
Yeah.
to Stewart. And that's a beautiful course because
Yeah.
it goes through Sewell's Point,
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
always fun.
the bridge.
And it's our backyard, so we can kind of sleep in a little bit.
Yeah, kind of. You don't have to catch a plane to get there.
Exactly.
Well, now, what do the sponsors get when they donate?
So, depending on the sponsorships that they have, $50 is mostly the favorite one just because it just gives a shout out into
Yeah.
all the bags. We always give shout outs on our Facebook page and share them to everybody. And if anybody knows Denise Faraday, she knows everybody in this town. So it's really good to get on her Facebook page.
On whose?
Denise Faraday.
Denise Faraday. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm going to get you, Denise.
Yeah, she was in junior league. She actually
Oh.
did the 5K for the junior league there, and that's how she
Okay.
got her start with the 5K race.
Denise, like the Martin County difference.
I know it's
Like my page.
she's amazing. I'm telling you,
That's
like
good.
it's like it's just you want to be around her.
Okay, good.
So our $1,000 sponsors, they get runners, so they get 4 runners
Yeah.
as part of their package. They get to be on the back of our shirt.
Right.
Our Facebook shout outs. I'm trying to cheat off your sheet there.
Oh, here.
Yeah,
Go ahead. I have 2. Look at me. I'm so
No,
prepared.
that's all right.
brought
Display
you one
on,
and
they
brought
get
you one.
displayed on our banner.
Okay.
And they also get opportunities to set up stations at our race.
Mm-hmm.
So if Misty always comes with her, she has the Geico guy, that little lizard guy. She always brings him, and
Cute.
the kids love it.
Sure.
So you get a chance to sell.
Is she
items.
running or just sponsoring?
You know what? Let's ask.
It came to Florida in Martin County?
Well, what's funny is when we moved here, we had 2 weeks to look for a place to live.
Uh-huh.
I never even been to Florida.
Ah,
Yeah.
Yeah, from
so,
Philly
Yeah.
area.
So.
Andy from PA.
We moved to Port St. Lucie and lived there for about a
okay.
year.
Okay.
And then once we got established and realized that Jensen Beach area is where we really wanted to be,
It's really cool.
we bought a house here. So,
Good.
yeah. So we've been here ever since.
It's got the wonderful Key West flavor. For
Mhm.
those of you who don't live here and don't get to know, Jensen Beach is just north of Stewart. It's part of Martin County. And it's one of our, I think I call it the 5 towns. You know, it's like Palm City, Stewart, Jensen Beach, Hobe Sound, and Indiantown.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit of Jupiter. But Indiantown just went off on their own. They're like Texas. They seceded.
How cool is that?
That is. I'm
Yeah.
happy for them.
Yes.
You know, they'll be able to be, master of their own domain.
Exactly. Their own destiny. How's that?
Seinfeld
Yeah.
reference.
Yeah.
I think so. I know what kind of TV you watch.
Reruns.
Yes.
Well, what else do your boys do they when they're not running? What do they do, or do they always run? Do they run with you?
My boys are crazy, so
Okay.
we're always doing something.
When they're not digging holes.
When they're not digging holes.
Yes.
Do
Yeah.
they like that part?
They do like that part because they're boys. They're boys, and
Yeah.
they're all 100% boys. My older one, my husband also helped coaches at the Jensen Beach High School wrestling team.
Ah.
So he's big into that. So our oldest does wrestling, and our youngest is doing t-ball.
Ah.
Yeah.
So
Busy.
hustle bustle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Boys are more active. we were girls in our family, and we did ballet. I was the most active one. I did cheerleading.
Oh,
So.
Ballet is very demanding, though.
Yeah.
Cheerleading is too.
Is too, yeah. And if you have, your mom has to take you places, that's still demanding on your time.
Oh, absolutely.
So you're a full-time mom.
I am.
That's a very nice
But
thing to
I
do.
enjoy that. That was one of my
Yeah.
goals, you know, growing up.
That's a good thing to
Yeah.
have as a goal, because the thing that kills me is when people say, well, what do you do for a living? You're like, guess what? I have a family and that's my job. You know, and I think that's remarkable. That's really,
Well,
really
I appreciate
cool,
that.
Andy. That's wonderful. You like being called Andy?
That's my name.
Okay.
I am.
Introduce you
I'm
as your
And-
proper.
No, it's all right. I'm Andy. That's what I go by. People call me Andrea. That's fine. It's not a big deal. I still answer to it. I want to give a shout out to
Yes,
Miss
please.
Gibbons. She's our amazing principal at our school. I'm using the same word amazing a lot. Just because I'm surrounded by such amazing people. She has been so helpful and just getting the teachers involved and, you know, making things easier for us. Like, we don't have to rent porta potties now because we can use the school potties now. Like, just simple things like that she comes up with that helps us out a lot. She's
very nice.
there to open the gate at 5 in the morning for us to get in there. So I want to thank her for all of her help and amazing wisdom that she gives us.
Very nice. Yeah, it takes a village. And
Absolutely.
it sounds like that's the kind of effort that's coming in on this.
Yes.
And so just to remind everybody, it's this Saturday, November 18th,
Yep.
right?
Yeah.
Starting at 7 a.m.
Yep. Registration
Savannah Road.
on Savannah 2525 Savannah Road.
Yeah,
Thank
we
you
know.
everybody for helping out.
And can they still register?
Abs-
How late can
So
somebody-
they can register up until 6:55 that day.
Woo!
It's just $5 more.
So in case I change my mind.
Yeah, in case you change your mind. As of right now, we have 130 runners. We're hoping for 200.
That's a good thing to know.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're hoping.
How big is the race? How long? You know.
So
Does everybody race different parts? Like.
So it all starts at the same. The only thing that's different is the mile fun run is pretty much geared towards the children.
Yeah.
So that one will start about 8:30, depending on when the last 10K comes in. But the race starts at 7, both for the 5K and the 10K.
Oh, okay.
So that, you know, and basically it'll be over about 8:30. And that's when we'll start our Kids Fun Run.
Oh, okay, good.
And the Kids Fun Run will be pretty much a lap around the school. We'll run in front of the school, we'll run down to Leilani Heights, back into our school, run around the track, and then back out.
Oh, cute. And
Yeah.
through Pinecrest Lakes, which is a great neighborhood.
Yes.
And Heather Saunders likes Pinecrest Lakes. Is Heather running? Heather, it sounds like you're running. You said, are you running with me, Julia? I'm like, are you kidding? No, not at 7 o'clock. It was enough to get up and go to this exercise class under the Sewells Point Bridge at 8 a.m. Be like, you know,
Right.
exercising at 8. I was always rolling in at 8:02 going, good.
Yeah, you've warmed up already.
You got warmed up. That's good, yeah. But it's a great thing. Exercise is a good thing. It's not that I don't do it. It's just there are times of the day but it's good to get it done early. So
Yes.
it's better to get up and get
Well,
out.
it's cooler
It is
also.
cooler, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So, and we also have a lot of strollers. A lot of families, a lot of moms and dads
And can
push
push the baby.
strollers,
Aw.
and we have a lot of dogs. So we like to promote this race as a fun race. It's
Yeah.
not one of those where you're going to have these diehard runners that are going to come in and
clocking for time.
it's really not for that. It's just really much a lot of our runners for this race are passionate about our playground.
Well, yeah.
And
the
that's
thing.
what makes us such a,
That's
you know,
the goal.
Yeah.
Right, is to raise the money. So does everybody go out who's running? Will they participate by putting in a fee to run? Do they help you with your fundraising too beyond that?
Well, basically the team is Denise, Jill, and I.
Yeah.
Is our, and then we kind of reach out to our PTA board.
Okay.
And they help us out with sponsorships, but we do this fun thing where we all get in someone's car and we kind of do like a clown car thing where they'll drop us off at a corner and we'll hit all the little mom and pop shops and we'll get in the corner and we'll go to another corner.
Oh, how cute.
And that's how we get a lot of our sponsors.
Yeah.
So just to get, like Cinco de Mayo was a new one that we got this year and it was just, hey, let's try Cinco de Mayo.
Amazing.
And
well,
that's-
if people want to be a part of something good,
Mm-hmm.
and this is something very good,
Yeah.
which is so nice to see for the community.
Yeah.
I see Misty. She's on. Hi, Misty. And she likes our photo that we posted in Kenya Reinhardt. And Denise has also liked the show. Denise Faherty and
Yeah.
Katie Foot Bourgeois who will be taking over for me, folks. I've been president this year of Women's Council of Realtors, and they named me Entrepreneur of the Year last week.
Congratulations.
Thank
That's
you.
awesome.
And then an article came out on LinkedIn, so a little powwow for me, a LinkedIn article called Following in Her Mother's Footsteps.
Oh.
And all about my mother, who was a broker, and she's 91 now.
Awesome.
She also did not run marathons.
No.
No.
I don't know if there's a study on how long those people live. So.
Oh my gosh. Well, she didn't like to break a sweat, but she was very active in her day.
Okay.
And getting in and out of the car and showing houses, you know, and
Yeah.
running a business kept her very busy. But, hey, Misty, thanks for sponsoring for this
Absolutely,
great cause.
thank you.
This is wonderful. And we've got Alice Marie. She also was on looking at the show, so thank you. Sorry for the fuzzy quality. We're a little bit low on the internet signal tonight, and our light blew out in front. But Frank's going to fix that for next
Yes.
week. And I want to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving. Not yet quite, but it's coming. I know you're getting your turkeys. What are you doing? Are you going to be here?
Yeah, we stay here. We don't go far. My mother-in-law and grandmother-in-law and my husband's family.
Yes.
I could name them all. They live here now.
Oh.
And so they come over.
Good.
We do a small little turkey dinner and just hang out at the house and eat lots of food.
Oh, yeah, lots of food. That's
Oh,
good.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll be here next Wednesday night. We're going to have the Junior League, my pet group. I love them. I've been a member since New York City days, and joined the Martin County chapter here when I moved here. It's an amazing group of women like you, Andy, who are a member of the Junior League, and that's where we met.
Yes.
You know, it's just, women are powerful, you know.
And in Martin County.
And in Martin County.
It's amazing to see how many women.
Isn't it? And we find, like, the Treasure Coast Children's Museum was created out of a need, and the Junior League saw that, and they got the funds and built it, and that's one of our pet, projects
Yeah.
that we did.
We do a lot of projects with them.
And look what you're doing with the playground. This is not just Junior League related, but you are Junior League, so this is the kind of leaders that come out of the Junior League, community leaders. And that's what Women's Council of Realtors does for women entrepreneurs in business, in real estate. So I like to give a shout out to all my members of Women's Council of Realtors, because they've made my year beautiful and easy, because they have been the wind beneath my wings. And in the 20s, we got the power to vote. We got the right to vote. Thanks, guys. In the 30s, we thought, hey, what a good idea. Let's help sell real estate. And things were not equal, so we got a pat on the cheek, and the men got the commission check. So that's when Women's Council was born. Said, hey, there's no reason that you're doing the same job, you shouldn't be paid the same. So that's why I love Women's Council Realtors, because long before Gloria Steinem, it was all about fairness, and there's no reason one group should be paid less than another group.
Right.
Yeah. Whether it's your color, your creed, your sex, anything. It's like, do the same job, get paid the same wage. And you can run that 10K, I cannot. Tell us again about the listeners who weren't at the top, that big long race you did all night long. What?
Yeah, so it's a Ragnar is what it's called.
Ragnar.
And
okay.
I did one.
Is that an acronym?
No, it's actually just the name of the company that does these races.
Oh, okay.
And 2 years ago, I did one from Miami to Key West. And this
Miami to Key West.
Mhm.
How far is that?
200 miles.
Holy mackerel.
Yeah. So then this.
Holy Jehoshaphat.
Now, how many times, how do you break that up?
So it depends on how many people you want on our team. Because we're not that crazy, we did have
Okay.
12 women on our team.
Ah.
And so we were two separate conversion vans, 6 in one and 6 in the other. And we started the race at 5 in the morning on Saturday morning in Malvern.
Okay.
And then
Melbourne.
our 6 runners ran. And then we met up with the other van and we handed off the baton to them, and then they ran for their 6.
Goodness.
And then we met up with them again. So we have 3 times that we run, depending on the legs and the mileage that you had.
How long was your leg, though?
So my first leg was 10 miles.
Oh.
And that was terrible because it was like 10 in the morning
Ah.
on A1A. It was
Ah.
terrible. My second leg was at 1 in the morning, and it was down by Gomez, off of Gomez, and that one
In
was
Hope Sound.
Mhm.
Okay. Holy cow.
It was really dark and rainy and windy. That one was only 3.4 miles, and my last leg almost was 10 miles, and that one was I ran to FAU, their campus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't get over it. I've never heard of such a thing.
Yeah.
I'm living in the dark.
Ah.
Thank God.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah,
I'm impressed.
they have these races where they go across the state too.
Yes, that is
Yes.
the coast to coast one, sunset to sunrise.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I've done that one too. That
That's
one.
amazing. I can understand Steve Weagle gets on his bicycle and rolls
Mhm.
around, and does that for a good cause for American Red Cross, I think.
Hmm.
And that's wonderful, but running, that's hard.
Yeah, it is.
That's
Mhm.
Good
Forrest Gump
shoes.
stuff.
Yeah.
You know, across the country.
Fleet Feet should be a good sponsor for you.
Yeah, well, they are
they
a
are, right?
sponsor.
Right.
Yeah, they allow us to use their big finish line blow up. We use their store for their packet pickup, which also
And Denise Verity said that you can still sign up to run, come to Fleet Feet,
Yeah.
or on the day of the race.
Yep, you
Yeah.
can sign up on both days. Packet
Good.
pickup is tomorrow at Fleet Feet from 12 to 6.
Okay.
You can sign up, but that's also for the runners who have already signed up. That's where they come and get their packet and their shirt that we have. So,
Well, thanks Denise for watching. I see you're on now. I appreciate it. And Andrea, and Andy right here, she's
Yeah.
watching us and looking at the comments. And Heather Saunders, my buddy, who gave me such encouragement about not dropping out, about coming back to work out again. Thank you, Heather. I probably will because you made me feel guilty.
and
know.
she's running a
And
race.
Cindy
it
Cooper, and
says.
she's running.
That's
So
awesome. Thank you.
I'm so excited for you. I want to hear how you do, Heather, so you can post all your results and everything. And again, we were talking about earlier too that Starstruck is our theater here in town, performing arts for kids, and the most talented kids I've ever seen. This production of Cats was so good. I mean, they got it. You know, they were the Cats, and their embodiment, their emotional, their everything. It was so good. So go to starstruckfl.org and donate. We want to try to help them save the building they're in. They're running out on their lease in February, and they need almost $3 million, and they're at 1.25. I think we can do it. We can pull together as a community. I think David Smythe, he's a very nice benefactor.
I love him. He's
Yeah.
actually a really big benefactor for this playground race. Also.
Okay. All right. Well, he great. I was going to ask you about that because he gave $1 million to the Starstruck Foundation Fund.
He's actually. I also have a little part-time job. I work at Shrimpers.
Oh.
And I've been there for 10 years, and I work there during season, and he's one of my regulars that comes in.
Oh.
And he is just a funny, he's so fun. He's just so fun, and he's amazing, and he always tells us that he loves to spend his money on this community.
Isn't that nice?
Isn't that? It's so
It
nice.
is. Well, Frances Langford.
Yeah, I was just
she
gonna say
said-
that,
Yeah,
yeah.
she enjoyed spending her money on good things for the
Yep.
community, and that's really wonderful when we have people like that
Yeah.
living here. So thank you, David Smythe.
Yeah, he's a good guy to know.
We'll have to tell him about the show that we mentioned.
Absolutely.
To tune in, and you can watch this on Facebook after the show is over. It's also on YouTube after the show is over. I post it there. And it's a podcast on iTunes, so now you can carry it in your pocket while you're running.
I love it.
And so it's all called The Martin County Difference, and you can please like the page, join the group, subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow me on Facebook, follow the page, like it. So I sent out a message this week. I want to thank Roxy Brown. She's with Care Bag, and she goes, you need to ask your kids, you need to tell them, like your page. I'm like, oh, okay. And so I did. I got like 30 more likes just sending out a message. So please like the show's page. And join us every week on Wednesday night. This is all about people in the community making a difference and making the world a better place for all of us. And I just love the people I meet from it, and the people who are, watching out there that never say anything. And then I'll be walking down the street and like, oh, I saw you the other night. And I'm like, well, why didn't you chime in? It's like, please give us our kudos here. Give us the remarks.
Yeah.
So I want to thank Andy so much for coming tonight. Andy McAvoy.
Thank you for
And
having me.
Absolutely. And Lisa Pinkley joined. Lisa, I gave you a shout out. I told him about the 3 carloads of clothing for the veterans clothing drive we did. Thank you so much. That was amazing. You were there in a pinch when I'm like, what am I going to do? My husband will divorce me if I bring all this home. It's like there was going to be a pickup. It was not going to be scheduled until Friday or next Wednesday. So we recalculated everything, and we took it somewhere. So that was good. That really worked out. We took it to the Salvation Army.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and they really were happy. They said, what happened? How did you get all this? Like, the Women's Club of Stewart. We had a big clothing drive for the veterans. So they were thrilled about that. So please remember to go, and this weekend on November 18th, Saturday, is the Race for the Playground, for the Jensen Beach Community Playground. and that's on Savannah Road at the school, right?
Yep, at Jensen Beach Elementary.
Jensen Beach Elementary.
Mhm.
And Andy McAvoy is running things there, and she'll be running. And so you can sign up as late as that morning.
Yep, Denise, Jill, and I will be there in the dark, so come and see us. Well, I don't think it'll be dark again, right? The sun's out a little bit better.
Yeah.
We'll be there
Yeah.
about 5 a.m. setting up. Please don't come at 5 a.m. We'll
No.
be setting up. But registration still will be available at 6:30 in the morning.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Light will be.
Is there
great.
time for people to be a sponsor still, or is that all over with?
Well, I mean, people can always give us money.
Yeah.
But
where would they
as-
donate? How would they
They
donate?
can donate, if you see right here, Denise
Make a
Faraday
check
at
payable.
bellsouth.net.
Right.
You can always get a hold of her.
Right.
We're always looking for, like I said, always looking for upgrades. And I don't know if I had said this before, but we are an ADA compliant playground for kids with special needs.
Oh, wonderful. No, you didn't say that.
Yeah, even before Kiwanis, we had wheelchair accessible playground equipment.
Wow.
So that was one of our other drives, was to make it safe for all the children.
That's fabulous.
Jensen Beach has an autism unit at the school.
Oh.
So we're always looking for donations throughout the year, or looking for permanent sponsors if we ever need it. If something were to break or whatever it is.
Yeah.
So
And it's
yeah.
your page. I saw you at the event.
Yes, we have a Jensen Beach Playground page
Okay,
itself,
good.
community playground page.
So like the page, go to Jensen Beach Community Playground.
Yeah, like
and
the page. We're always updating stuff on there as far as what we're doing with the playground and stuff like that.
And you can get in touch with Denise Faherty. That's DENISE F as in Frank AHERTY at bellsouth.net. You can email her and get in touch about donating, and like them on Facebook, and come out and come on the run.
Yeah, you can run, or you can walk, or you can help out. We're always looking for
Oh, yeah, 'cause
volunteers.
there's water stations and things
Yeah.
like that. But bring the kids. They'll get a 1 mile fun run.
Yep.
There's a 5K and 10K.
Yep.
And I will be dreaming about you.
I love it.
At that
That's
hour.
good.
That's about all I can do. But also next week we'll have the Junior League on. That's going to be a lot of fun because they've got a race coming up.
Yep.
So you might even be back for that
I might.
to tell us about this.
I might.
and about
December
that.
2nd.
That's right.
I love putting on races. They're a lot of
Yeah,
fun.
that race is December 2nd.
Yep.
Okay, good. And what's it called?
It's the Reindeer Dash.
The Reindeer
it's gonna
Dash.
Be
Oh, that's the Reindeer
the
Dash.
9th annual Reindeer Dash.
Oh my goodness, yes. The Junior League is famous for that. So yeah, we want to hear more about that, and we want to hear about a wrap up.
Do you have to wear antlers?
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
And a red nose.
And a red nose. So please like the Martin County Difference page. Go to my Facebook page, Julia Sansevere Florida Waterfront Specialist. Like that. And follow me on Instagram and all those places. Every social media platform. That's the whole world today. And I want to thank Andy McAvoy today for being my guest.
Thank you so much.
Thanks to all her sponsors for helping her with this
Yes,
wonderful
thank
race.
you, thank you.
Thank you, Frank, so much, our
You're
wonderful
welcome.
engineer. And my husband, my professional Emmy Award-winning technical
Absolutely.
director.
It was
He really is,
amazing.
Yeah, but we need to get somebody to fix the
Yeah.
light.
Yeah.
And I hope you enjoyed the show. Please tune in next week and share this with your friends. And again, it will be on Facebook the rest of the evening through time gone by. And then
Forever.
it'll be on YouTube and on iTunes as a podcast.
Awesome.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you. Have a
See
good
you
night.
next week.
And you're listening to WSTU Stewart, Martin County's Heritage Station.
Yay, thanks, everybody.
Yay.
Okay, I'm going to turn this off.
We're still on.
Yeah, we're still live.